Hello, I'm Dr. Steinman. For those of you that don't know me, some of you do know me from previous classes. If we haven't met yet, I'll give you the little spiel about myself and then we'll just get right to it. So I've taught at Western since 2015, and before that I taught at multiple colleges and universities in North Dakota and Minnesota. My educational background is in English and writing. I have a BA in English with an emphasis in writing, a Master's of Fine Arts in creative writing, a certificate in publishing, and a PhD in writing, rhetoric, and culture. So all that's just to say I've been in college for what seems like a very, very long time, and here we are again at the beginning of a semester. So it's always a very busy time, kind of stressful time, but I'm looking forward to working with all of you, and we'll get through it. It'll be over before you know it. So, uh, the first week, the assignment is very simple to allow for registration issues if there are any with anyone. The course textbooks I don't use until after the third week to allow for any kind of financial aid issues. I hope that you don't have any registration or financial aid issues, but it always does happen. So I'll do my best to accommodate those, but after those times, I really can't. There's not much that I can do about those sort of things. Um, for online classes, for all classes, most of you are probably very familiar with Canvas at this point, but I want to remind you that Canvas Help is available to you in all your Canvas courses. On the left side of the screen, there's a button that says Canvas Help, and they're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I hope that you're not working on your schoolwork in the wee hours of the morning, but I know that that does happen. I like to chat with them more than other kinds of help that's available, because when I'm in the chat box, I can just drop a link into the area in question. So I use them with some regularity. Canvas is supposed to be very user friendly, and it kind of is, but it kind of isn't in some ways, and like any kind of technology, it has glitches at times and user error, and that could be me, it could be you, and the Canvas help technicians, or whatever they are called, they can see behind the user interface things that I can't see, and so technology issues, you have them that will probably be more helpful than I will be. We also have an IT department, a help department at Western. That's really great. But that's uh, that's that. But please don't feel like you can't reach out to me at any time to ask questions or ask for clarification if something's not clear. Or sometimes I've forgotten to click one little button in Canvas and things aren't showing up right. So, just don't hesitate to reach out. On that reaching out, please use Mustang Express email to contact me and not Canvas messaging. There are several reasons why this is really important, and the first reason why it's really important is that every semester I hear of at least one student that has missed something from the registrar, from the business office, from student affairs, that has something to do with their continuation as a student at this university, or sometimes their graduation from this university. So that's the email that you should be checking every single day. And I know they put reminders about that stuff on the Mustang Express homepage too. Um, so I know there's a Canvas app and it's easy to go in there too, but please check your Mustang Express email, and please email me from your Mustang Express email if you feel like this is something that you just really don't want to do. You of course can have your Mustang Express email forwarded to, as far as I know, any single other email platform on the planet. I could be wrong about that, but I'll tell you in all honesty that I very frequently, no, not very frequently, that wouldn't be very, in all honesty, at times I have seen even Gmail accounts like Gmail email addresses go into the junk email folder in my email. So Mustang Express email sometimes kicks those emails out of there. It doesn't recognize them. So much safer to email from Mustang Express email. Another reason is that Canvas messaging just isn't email. And you're in college and you should know how to write a professional email. So, well, that's my little spiel about that. Also, writing classes, as I'm sure that you know, are very reliant on student participation. But online writing classes there's so much student participation required. Something that can happen, that doesn't happen very often, but it can happen, is that students communicating with each other don't do so in a respectful manner. So I want to remind you that WNMU has multiple policies in the student handbook that describe conduct both in person and online, types of conduct that are subject to disciplinary sanctions by the university. So in short, no trolling. I rarely have problems in my classes with this kind of behavior, but it does happen, and I know that it happens in other classes as well. And so if it happens to you, then if you report it to me, then I will probably everything is a matter of degrees, of course. But if somebody makes you feel uncomfortable, please don't hesitate to let me know. If you make somebody else feel uncomfortable, I'm probably going to take some action, and at least on your grade, but perhaps in reporting behavior to the university if it is significant enough. So, although that sounds like a warning, I hope that it also just sounds like a statement to say that you are expected to express yourself in an online writing class, and you should feel like you can do that without fear of someone attacking you for it. So that's that. Um, we will have conferences during the semester, individual conferences, and I have a Zoom link that we can use Zoom, and that's basically like FaceTiming if you haven't used that before. It's free. It's university supported by IT, so if you have problems, they can help you with that. If you're on campus, you can come in for conferences instead of using Zoom. If you're on campus, you can feel free to come by anytime during my office hours. My office is in Bowdoin, number 213, and online students that are on campus, please don't ever hesitate to reach out at any time. So um, again, I'm really looking forward to working with you, and here we go, and go Mustangs.